Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saki here, and welcome back to another episode of Europa Universalis 4. And when we last left off, our buddies in Hungary decided to wage war over a small county. Let's see, where was it? It was in this region, but we helped them take it, and as a reward, we had sieged down some of Cologne over here, and lo and behold, they granted us the land because we had claims on it, we wanted it, all that good stuff, and we've been sort of reorganizing the army ever since. So, looking at what we can do now, we can make states, and Asturias has 26 development, and Galicia has 20 development, so that is pretty good. I think we want to make those states for sure. Let's go to Asturias, and that is going to be Burgos and Palencia. We'll go ahead and make it a state. Booyah. And then we'll go ahead and use our admin points to court. And we'll get a lot more money that way. Galicia with 20 development, you say. So where is Galicia? So Orenz is the last place we have to do to get that up. Okay, that makes sense. We'll go ahead and make that a state. We don't have enough admin to core it. Either that or we already have cores in all of these places, which I believe we do. This was formerly known as Leon. So those are, that one last place is where we need to go. We have a free diplomat. We have a truce with Brabant, but we don't have a truce with Lyonnais, and we do have a claim until 1682. So if we were to declare war, demand unlawful territory, we are going to decline there, Cologne. All right, recall that diplomat from Provence. We made friends with Provence because they absolutely hate Cologne as well. So the enemy of my enemy is my friend and all that good stuff. No, Teutons, we're not joining. We were actually looking at our diplomacy screen, and we can't start wars while in a regency. That's right. So we are in a regency for the next couple years. Our 11-year-old heir to the throne, Anne McLaughane, is growing up. She's really good on the admin side, which is good. She's absolute garbage in the military and diplomatic branch, and you can see that's sort of the inverse of what we have here with our advisors. We're only getting 5 admin, and we boosted stability costs, so once this guy leaves or kicks the bucket, we can, or can we fire? No, let's not fire Elizabeth. Elizabeth was a special event person, and you never know when we'll need stability, just in case we lose some of our 3 stability. We are working on our 3 colonies as per usual. We are working on buildings as per usual, and there is no unrest right now. No, Louisiana, we are not doing you. So looking at expansion, before the end of the game, I do want to get near Byzantium. They are our biggest threat, and holy crap, look at those fleets. 201 ships in Byzantium. That is just absolutely nuts. We can try to build up to our fleet limit if the need arises. We can do, 100 more ships. Now, let's see, what is our tech currently on? We can make war galleons, frigates, the Chebok, and the merchantmen. It probably wouldn't hurt to get more protecting trade up here. I don't know how many heavies Byzantium has. Let's just take a look at the ledger real quick at the military and the navies. And Byzantium has 21 heavies, 38 lights, 145 galleys, which makes sense because they fight hard in the Mediterranean Sea. And that is going to be a tough pill to crack for sure if we were to move on Byzantium. I don't know how Hungary feels against Byzantium, but they're in a geographic good location. Yeah, those Hungarian troops needs to get on back. Oh, that's Byzantium. I wonder what Byzantium is doing all the way up here. I'm sure they're waging a war on somebody. They're at war with Denmark. I see. So we wrecked their army, and Byzantium decided to just move on in. And I mean, if Byzantium can take some of this land up here, we can get some claims on them and start, getting some power projection against our longtime rival. But, they humiliate and all that stuff, taking their capital of Constantinople, that's going to be a tough road to hold, but I think we can do it. But we do have the money now. If the province improvements doesn't make sense anymore, then a navy definitely would. And right now it doesn't look like any buildings can be worthwhile. Well, manufactory there and there should be okay. But yeah, once we get the buildings sorted to where everything is pretty much maxed out, then we can absolutely work on a bigger navy, which is all well and good. We only have, well, we've got 11 heavies. I mean, that's certainly not bad, not up to them. Sorry, Pomerania. Don't want anything to do with you. So I wish this Regency Council would end. It would be very nice indeed. We're working on our Diplo Tech, and our next idea is envoy travel time, which, I mean, is fine if we're sending our diplomats from place to place. The vassal force contribution would be okay for British Columbia, and we can sort of make that bigger if, you know, we sent some colonists over this way. So, you know, I don't believe they are colonizing yet. But I mean, if we send a colonist right here and we can fabricate on Quito and start moving into South America, the Western Amazonas, and all that good stuff, it might be a good idea for expansion. Africa also looked okay. There was some places here that we could send a colonist to get some range, like the Canaries. If we were to colonize the Canary Islands, we would get some colonist range, maybe in the Bay of Arguin. Take on Mali. Let's see, you lose 10 prestige or a stab. Well, our stability cost person is hired. We get them at 10% less. Our prestige is 79 and it's decaying fairly quickly. I want to keep that up. So we'll just lose the stability. Ignore the complaints, stability drop. We won't spend any money now to raise stability. Norway announced Novgorod. Is Novgorod still around? Somewhere. Yeah. How about that? Novgorod still lives. It's not that big. It looks like they've been split in half. And I don't know if any one of these guys have colonist ideas. Maybe Byzantium does? Yeah, expansion, exploration. So yeah, they're going to focus hard on colonizing probably these grasslands, and they've actually moved into Cairo in Egypt. I mean, Byzantium is huge. They're like the former Holy Roman, or the former Roman Empire, starting to get into Italy and the Papal State. That's interesting indeed. Sorry, Canada. We aren't going to do that. Who is that? Greek. Oh, hello, Byzantium. So we can get a colonial casus belli against Byzantium, especially since they are going to take Lisboa, which is a trade estuary. That is pretty powerful stuff. Yeah, I think we need to send our colonists on down here and get that colonial casus belli. Now, the bad thing is we would have to march through all of this territory to go by land, and if we go by sea, we need a massive navy to defend, because there's 199 ships there with 21 heavies, 140 galleys. Now, sure, you know, combat with applies to the navy as well, but we would have to chew through a lot of galleys to even do that. Hello, peasants. Or separatists, Luxembourgian separatists. So it looks like Cologne is dealing with some rebels, which is good. Anything that they can do to weaken the Cologne manpower is good for us. Once we can declare war, we're sort of in a stagnant area as far as our Regency Council goes. Erixford's blockaded by pirates. Nice. Gain 10 admin tower and 10 prestige. Hobbs publishes Leviathan. Good job, Hobbs. That's what I'm talking about. Huh. We got those 12 troops not doing a thing up in Iceland. I think it is time to come home, gents. What are you doing all the way up there? Yeah, we don't need any troops up here. I think this is when we started taking that land that we needed those troops up there to quell rebellion, but it's been forever since that happened. Speaking of which, we'll look at our autonomy here, see if we can lower any autonomy. Almost -7s across the board for these guys. Once they get to -10, we can lower all of that autonomy there. Colony in East Frisia is self-sustaining. We can go ahead and core it for 35. And that's going to help the development there. It's a little bit devastated, but not bad. Friesland, we can core that as well. A lot of admin points to get that cored up. Austria has the permanent claim. Interesting. And then some unknowns have claims on it as well. All right, so 12 development is our next highest state in the North Rhine. An alliance from the Papal State. No, sir, you're going to drag me into the Byzantium War. And they've got 31K right on your border. Who are the Papal State's enemies? They're allied with Provence and Pisa, so that probably is why the Pope is asking for an alliance, is he sees that we're allied to Provence. A Grand Captain has died. And provincial unrest in Breda and Hampshire. Increased autonomy. Well, that should go away fairly soon. Yeah, it's just Breda and Hampshire. Overstitch is self-sustaining. Make that a core as well. I believe Utrecht was going to be another colony that we can send. Is there anything along here as far as our states are concerned that we own that would make sense to grab? That's a state there, that's a state there, that's a state there. So we've got 2 down here. And it is just a territory. We can improve that a bit. Quercy and Rouge. We can work on Porto. That's nice. Local trade power in the trade estuary. We'll definitely send a colonist there. And do we want to expand in Colombia? In Meridia. Tropical. Attrition for enemies. A little bit of natives. And we do have our 5,000 troops who have been awful comfortable here in the late stages. So we'll head on up to Merida, and then there we can start fabricating a claim on Quito and just expand that out. Their alliances are Inca and Carib. Let's see, where is Inca? Are the Inca all the way up here? No, that's the Itza. Oh, there's the Inca. Lot of land. A lot of land indeed. An alliance from the Pisan West Indies. Sorry, Pisan West Indies. Are you separate? Yeah, it looks like the Pisan West Indies have broken off from Pisa, which is interesting. We might be able to take some of that. All right, our Grand Admiral. So our level 3 guy is a discipline guy, and I like that. We'll go ahead and hire him for 18 a month. That is fine. Keep our military tech coming in. Speaking of which, we're boosting for sure. As far as technology goes, we are way ahead of time. We're 10 years ahead of time. But the artillery shock, the cavalry fire, the combat width, the new cannon. Man, that is a very powerful tech to have for sure. Once we get this new admin tech, that's another idea group. So we can try a military idea, sort of just use the points that we need so we don't waste any, just keep like hiring generals and doing all that good stuff. So if we were to deal with these rebels, we've got pretender rebels firing in 800 years. No, we're not. Oh, harsh treatment. The uprising size must be at 30. So we'll see if that increases up. It's at 0% right now. So we can use some of our military points on harsh treatment. Yeah, legitimacy. That Regency Council is hurting our legitimacy pretty bad, and I believe that's where some of these rebels are coming from. But 416 years and 800 years, it's not going to fire anytime soon. We don't have to worry about that. Province improvements. East Frisia Trade Depot, Friesland Trade Depot. Now we can just knock out all these trade depots. A lot of buildings, especially in the Lubeck trade node. We're going to be pretty powerful there. And the Lubeck trade node goes down right through here. So Cologne owns a little bit of that. Brabant owns a little bit of that. And Ferrara is allied to Provence, Brandenburg, Sardinia, and Venice. Oh, nice. We gain a stab. Discipline plus 10% or the 50 prestige. We're maxed out on prestige. Gain the stab, please. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so if we were to build the spy network in Ferrara, see if we can claim that one province he's been holding on for quite some time. All right, how does Aragon feel about us here? Good improved relations. There's our next idea group. Poor government policies. Lose a stab or lose 800 bucks. Well, it's just money. We can pay off the loans fairly quickly because it's 119 per month. Yeah, I'm not going to lose a stab. We'll take a loan and then we'll pay off that loan very quickly. All right, so just to make sure, yeah, we're 10 years ahead of time in the Diplotech. So we'll take the influence ideas. So we've taken the loan. We're not going to do anything about the unlawful territory. And we need to pay one loan, which should come next month. Okay, should come next month. Tell you what, our trade income is massive. Taxation's not too bad. Production is really kicking. I mean, we are making a lot of stuff. The inflation is going down as well. Can't beat that with a stick. 892. Repay the loan. Oh, it's 907. Thanks to the, we've gained diplomatic insult, Casus Belli on the Huron. Ooh. I don't want to go beating up on the Huron, but that's interesting. Come on and pay off our loan, please. Repay. All right, debt-free once again to maintain our stability. All right, so we were working on that spy network. Let's see, who can we improve relations with? Provence has some improved relations. How about Hungary? 194, but 67 improved relations. We'll go ahead and top them off as well. Tell you, Hungary has been our best buds throughout this whole campaign. It was Aquitaine, but now we're just sort of moving in where Aquitaine was. Now we need to get some states up in this piece. Novgorod, Cilicia, Venice, and Byzantium has disputed succession. Now we can't get a royal marriage with them because, you know, rivals and all that other good stuff, unfortunately. So 671 for our truce on Cologne. There is our maximum monarch points reached. We've got 2 out of 3 leaders and some pretty decent guys. But we can roll some. Let's see, a conquistador. Now that's certainly not bad, a 225 on the maneuver. Let's just roll this a few more times. All right, so the 1-5 is definitely garbage, gone. The 225 certainly isn't bad, but I like the shock and siege guy, so we'll keep that. Excellent, so that helped out our cap for a bit. And we'll just sort of maintain until this is doable. But I do want to pocket as many military points as we can. Although if we take it, we'll have more than enough points by the time we get that admin tech anyway. Oh, really? 10 pretenders in Lagan. Is that in... Right there on the fort. Oh, sure. Go ahead, fire. So they are going to be sieging that down for quite some time. And in fact... Oops, nope, don't do that. Go ahead and embark on the ship. We'll, drop some off on this fort. How wide are you? 433. Okay, that's fine. Claims fabricated, underhanded rogues in Brabant. We're going to take care of these pretenders, and then we'll just go ahead and scurry on over to down south here. The Janissary coup. The Ottomans are getting wrecked. Ottomans gain a stab, though. Interesting. All right, you 54. Come on up to Amsterdam, please. Pick up this group. They're not making any good siege status. So we've got more than enough time to drop some troops off here. And essentially we want 7 in the front, surrounded by cav. Hopefully we have some cav in this army. We've got 2 cav, we can flank them, plus the 9 cannons. All right, go ahead and embark, everybody. Drop them off here, and we will go squash those rebels. We'll have a defensive bonus as well, because this is our fort. Although the pretenders are tearing through that fort pretty well. They got a wall breach. Interestingly enough, we need to get down there because they're making siege status every single time. All right, so we need 7 in the front. So we'll go ahead and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll flank with our 3 cav and all of our cannons. We'll select this unit, head on down here, assign our massive fire and shock man, and down you go. So they're going to be at 0%, but they're not going to be fast enough. Bam. Got them flanked. Just wrecking them with our guy. And there's the pretender rebels done. Yep, devastation will go away thanks to the fort. It'll be like nothing ever happened. So in the meantime, what we're going to do is stage for our next war. Oh, we can fabricate our claim on Artisan. Boom. Now we have that casus belli as well. All right, get everyone together. Merged on the boat. Come on down here to Co, please. So we'll be right on that border with Ferrara. If we were to declare war, come on back. We don't need that guy. So Cologne would defend, as per usual. Then Provence would defend because they are allied to the enemy. Provence is in debt. I wish they were in more debt. There's Brandenburg, Sardinia, and Venice. Interesting. If we were to declare here, Cologne would defend, and then Saxony and Luxembourg. Hungary would join, but I don't think we would actually need them because we could stomp on Cologne fairly quickly. So let's get our troops in order. Get our armies in place. And we'll go ahead and we could probably even force vassalize Lyonnais and, have them to pay us stuff, integrate them later, that sort of thing. What's their province like? An 18 total development? I mean, we might snipe it. It depends on the aggressive expansion that's going to happen. We'll have to see. All right, select these 34, get them on that fort, which is not enough. The 41 is, though. Head on down here, please. You're protected by the fort. We've got these 44 ready to go to war against Cologne. And that's Luxembourg. I think Luxembourg said he would join as well. So as soon as we declare that war, oh, dang it, the dude hams aren't there. So they didn't mothball their fort. Fine, y'all are going to have to move over here, hopefully before the end of the month. Stupid 18K not doing anything, brohams. All right, make states. We've got Leone and Artisan on claim. Novgorod and Cilicia. Cologne would join, and that would be a co-belligerent, so every one of Cologne's friends would join. And that is Denmark, Saxony, and Triol. So thanks to him being the emperor, we'll have to expand our scope just a skosh. Because I believe they would answer the call, and I want to make absolutely sure we're ready to move. All right, then, let's get these 54. Head on up to Groningen. We'll pick up this army. Get them up here on this fort. Get ready to move into Denmark if the need arises. Mecklenburg separatists in Denmark. Or from Denmark. All right. Everybody on board. Get here, please. Yeah, and that looks like it's ripe for the picking. All right, recall that diplomat, please, from Hungary. All right, drop y'all off. Go ahead and get reinforced. We could probably afford to buy more transports in the grand scheme of things whenever this war is over. We'll take a look at our province improvements, though, just to make sure that we aren't losing any potential money. 29 and 23. 69's there. A lot of ducats to be made there in trade power. All right, come on down. Let's pick up our guys. Lose 10 papal influence, but gain 10 prestige. Ignore their demands. And since we're good on stab, we could probably do mercantilism for 50. And how's our Cardinals looking? Still with a good chance? We'll do a click there. All right, board the ships, please. Get to Denmark. All right, I think we'll be ready to go here soon. All right, these 5K, go on ahead to Auvergne. How many cannons are you rocking? 9 cannon. So we should get the full siege bonus on Lyonnais for sure. Meridia has changed to coffee. Working on Portico and all that good stuff. A new pope. Loyal to the papal state. So we spent our points just in time, but we lost the roll, unfortunately. All right, I think we are ready to go. We've got 20 and 23. Let's blockade. Since this is an inland war, we don't have to worry about blockading anybody but these guys. So let's go ahead and get out here to sea. Just in case Denmark does decide to join. All right, let's move, shall we? All right, so Aragon would join, but I don't think we need Aragon. Pisa wouldn't, Provence wouldn't, because you're 130 in debt, or 635 in debt. I mean, if we wanted Provence to distract, because they got 20K, and that's relative strength of the alliance. I mean, it would help. 635 in debt, you say. Hey, Provence, guess what we got? Here's a gift. $650. Confirm. All right. So hopefully they use that to pay off their debt. Because calling in Cologne wouldn't be too awful bad to keep them distracted. Provence. You didn't use that 635 for debt. Tariff value or admin tech. Let's just do 10 there, and of course it's military. We can do new technology. We just crossed into the new year, so 7 years ahead of time. We could upgrade our cannons real quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, sweet. Reform Terrico infantry. Swivel cannon to the mortar. All right, we'll wait for these armies to reinforce, for sure, before we move in. It's a good thing we got that tech before we decided to declare war. We'll get everyone outfitted. All the morale back up. Is Lyonnais in a war? No, they just have a truce until this year. Allied with Saxony and Brandenburg. Oh, they came back. Maybe they thought that we were low on morale and we weren't going to move in? All right, expiring Casus Belli on the Huron. Don't care. Alliance from Norway. Not going to take it. Let's move these 5K out of the way. Move this 36 5-stack up. And get ready to go at the start of the next month. All right, so we should have a morale advantage. We definitely have a numbers advantage. And we don't need Provence. And I don't think we need Aragon either. I mean, they got 31K, and that's good for relative strength of the alliance, but I think... Because, I mean, we'll be able to get on all of those forts. They may just be a distractionary tactic. Go ahead, Aragon. Come on in. 35K, in we go. Now, I think Cologne is going to go ahead and defend. Let's wait a day. There we go. Oh, looks like old Brabant is trying to get out of Dodge. Let's get the maneuver guy. See if we can hunt them down. We can't, but we can level that fort. These 13 are going to head this guy off at the pass as soon as he's locked. There we go, combat. Did Denmark join? Denmark did join. So we can pretty much spread out there. Okay. Nice and easy. Let's go. So we're not going to catch the 5. There's the Battle of Antorf. So we stack wiped them quick. We've got some siege status there. Let's split off these 13. And another stack wipe there. Nice. We'll take it. Split in half, get 6 here. And get the other 6 there. And we're not getting any siege status here. There we go. There's combat. So we knew Denmark was going to be called in, and we just sort of trounced them. We caught them with their pants down for sure. There's that. Let's just go ahead and take these, shall we? There'll be, one will be a quick stack wipe, the other will be a battle. All right, so that is a fort. You've got your 5 cannons. And is that everything? Yeah, that's your max bonus. So we'll go ahead and split this army in half. And siege those 2 down. We've got the blockade up and running already. We're working on getting that siege, working on getting that siege. Come on up here to Cologne then. And we've got this 27 stack that can get on that fort as well. Or I believe Luxembourg is in this war as well. Great Britain has upper gelders. Now you've got 3 cannon. You can start getting some status. Yeah, Luxembourg's in this war. We can try to work on it. Oh, hello, Triol. Interesting. He's not locked. Let's see if we can defend. We've got the morale advantage. We've got the tactics advantage. If we can reinforce, They decided to run. So we broke Triol. And let's keep those 10.3 there while we can. I know the country is at war. I declared it. All right, so the 31 stack is coming up. This 27 is heading to Luxembourg, where hopefully we can separate piece them and get them out of the war. I don't believe Denmark is going to be much of a thing. We got Munster. Is Ferrari in this war as well? Doesn't look like they are. We have military access, but we can hold these 10.3 here. We'll unassign the leader from here and get him on the siege status this way. So the one going to Luxembourg is the one I want to assign the siege leader to. So we'll siege out there, we'll siege out there. Great Britain got Kalmar. The siege of Antwerp is over. So this 44 stack can move. Let's get you on that fort there. That'll be my fort busting army. Tauhard. Nice. So can we get these guys up here to Verminland and Nark? We shall. And we will. And we'll see if we can separate piece Brabant once he's on low enthusiasm. All right, Rethel's occupied. That's Luxembourg. We'll go ahead and move in there. See if we can get Luxembourg 100%ed. Oh, look at you now. Where are you trying to go? So we need a fort up there. That's what I see. Shift consolidate. How many full regiments do we have? So we've got 4 infantry, 5 cannon. That's going to be really unbalanced. Let's detach this siege. All right, so we only need 3 there. And let's work this out. What do we need for the full siege here? Oh, we have no artillery in this unit. Interesting. So yeah, we're gonna need some artillery here. So we need 9 in the front, right? 7, and then that's gonna be 8. We need 8 in the front plus cav. So we'll break off 8 plus cav. We'll get him up here and assign a leader. Yeah, he's running. Great Britain occupied Nark. Nice. Go ahead and move over to Stockholm. In the meantime, we have enough money. Let's build a fort, shall we? I know it's not going to be done by the time. Really, we can't build it in Groningen. I guess we have to start at the level 1. Or does this place not have an available building slot? It does, but it needs to be 20 development. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, we'll destroy the shipyard and get a castle here. There we go. Protect my stuff. All right, sweet. So a castle be built there to defend all of our high development land in that circle. That way they just can't march on. It's not going to be done, but it should be fine. Still working on that siege there. These 44 are moving into that Cologne fort there. All right, should be good. All right, let's park these 15. Land A is over. That's the war goal. Let's go ahead and start working on Cologne then. These guys were moving to Stockholm, Vermenland. All right, we got Vermenland, got Leipzig. We have no artillery there. It probably would be a good idea to get the artillery up here then. So march that away. You guys get on Redel. These 10 can spread out to Dastelgen. And yeah, you were still heading to Stockholm. I want to know where everyone is at. There's 13.2 there. And it looks like they are... Yeah, they're trying to occupy our stuff up here. Okay, once that naval battle's over, we'll be good there. Let's get our heavy general here and on Sealand. Looks like we need a fort down here too, I would say. Right there on the island. All right, so they decided to abandon the mainland, and they're just focusing hard right here. So once we get these two siege down, we'll join everyone up in Lund. Naval battle is over. We don't want them to cross the strait, so we'll blockade that. All right, so we got Bern. Is anyone out of the war, or can be out of the war? Dauphine, definitely. Brabant. I want to try to take Brabant. I do believe we have... No, we don't have a claim on it. Well, that's aggressive expansion, and we can handle that. That is no question. All right, y'all come down here. All right, so we got that siege down. And it looks like Aragon is doing the work, trying to help out. He's got 1% of the contribution. So we'll work on sieging that down. Nice, lose 3 inflation. I don't think we had any to begin with. So there's 23 there with 18 in the front and 5 in the back. They've got just cannon there. Okay, so we can take them with these 23. I believe we'll have a higher maneuver. No, we won't have a higher maneuver, so we'll take the crossing penalty. But we'll see if they reinforce, if they abandon that siege. All right, there's the siege of Sealand gone. Yeah, I know we lost the Casus Belli against Huron, that's fine. So yeah, they've only got 8 in the front. This is going to be one-sided. They have only artillery in the back. Yeah, they were going to get wrecked pretty hard, only bringing cannon to a gunfight. All right, let's get Braslagen up. We can cross the strait into... No, it's blockaded. Well, I've got something for you, good sir. How about you move? Because we are coming through. All right, so that is a peace offer from Luxembourg. And they just want to pay us money and get out of it. But I've got a better idea here, Luxembourg. Let's sue you for peace. They only have 2 provinces. The coalition... See, full annexation, or we could go diplomatic vassal. Luxembourg as a British vassal. They get a fort. They're right in the middle of Cologne. It's not as much of aggressive expansion, and they get out of the war. Then we can sort of take care of them. I think we have the space for them. Yeah, if we were to Diplo annex the Luxembourg and, say, Brabant, that'd be very cool. All right, sweet. Luxembourg, sue for peace. You are now our vassal, good sir. A generous peace offer. Nice. So we got enough Diplo to do that. Luxembourg is now on our side. We're wrecking Cologne. Let's get these 12 up here. Is Denmark ready to party? No, but Brabant is. So a vassal of the lower union. A junior partner under Cologne. Okay, so we have to negotiate with Cologne. If we outright just smack them and demand transfer of vassalage, that'd be really cool. I like that idea. All right, so those 12 were going there, those 15 were going there. I actually don't think our presence is required. Okay, so we've got the 44 there. Let's do sort of a siege split here. Yeah, Aragon's just going to march on through. We're going to take all of that. Native assimilation in Merida. Nice. We captured Lolland. We'll capture Finn. These 10 are moving there. And we can cross the straits. And those 2K are waiting. Let's get our most destructive in here. Great Britain's got Upper Gelders. Yeah, Brabant's on low. We got Saxony, Denmark, and Triol. So there's Triol, or Cologne owns Triol. There's Triol proper. So if Cologne can get on there, or if Aragon can get on Triol, that would be pretty epic. Of course, Brabant's fabricating claims. How dare he? All right, we got Bergslagen up to Hazelinen. There's a stack wipe there. And we'll get the siege of Brandenburg entered with Triol. A lot of occupations. So Denmark's on medium enthusiasm now. And I don't really want anything from Denmark. He'll take a white piece. He'll even do money. Mainly, I just want Denmark out of the war so we can focus solely on the interior. How much money will you give us? 450, no. You give us quite a bit. We'll break their bank. They're at 96, there you go. Get out of here, Denmark. All right, everyone back here, please. See, ships can go ahead and get back to the mainland just in case we need them. These 23. So that is Saxony. Get on this fort, please. Porto is self-sustaining. Excellent. Alviero is only 3. That's 8 development. And I'm sure this is a pretty nice state. Yeah, we're going to need all of that to get into statehood. All right, these 27. We're bringing 6 cannon. You could probably get on Saxony first. We can get Saxony and Triol out of the war. Yeah, Aragon is doing the sieging down of Triol. We're working on all of Cologne. And is that Luxembourg fighting for us? Yes, indeed. Luxembourg is like, hey, we're here. We're alive and in charge. Yeah, if we could smash Cologne and say that Leipzig is over, Siege of Triol is over, Dang. Is that 100% of Cologne? I mean, they're still on high enthusiasm. They're like, yay, we're winning. I don't think you are, good sir. I mean, you literally don't have any land left. Let's help out. We'll cut straight on through and get Triol sieged out. You need some help. We'll head on down to Salzburg. All right, so the nobility loses 10 loyalty and 33 admin, or we lose 15 prestige, and the nobility gains 10 loyalty. We'll lose the 33 admin. That's fine. United States, oh, there's Cologne there too. Okay, good sir. Well, we'll just break off a few down here. You've got 5 cannon to your work. Oh, Cologne is still the Holy Roman Emperor. Well, he's not doing a very good job. The Saxony won out. Almost. I don't think we can make Saxony a vassal. So we can get Saxony out of the war with just some money. You got 40 bucks, that's it. Okay, annul with Cologne. And annul with, let's see, forced religion, transfer trade. You have no allies anymore, good sir. You are alone. Goodbye. All right, continuing to siege on down. Let's get these 27 down here. Nice, gain 20 prestige. Yeah, we're prestige like crap. All right, things are going well. Looks like Aragon has decided to peace out and says, hey, you all got this. Which we do. We'll get Triol completely and utterly wrecked. So they won out. Oh no, we lost 6 people. It's fine. Yep, working on Cologne, getting them smashed. Are we getting the full bonus here? We need more artillery. And more artillery we can give you, good sir. There's all the cannon. All right, Salzburg is done. Bamberg is occupied. Let's go ahead and continue to loot that while we can. Oh, look at you now. You 8K are locked. Well, I've got news for you. I'm gonna tear you a new rear end. Bam. That's what you get, good sir. Peace offer from Triol. 255 monies. So Triol, are you broken? You're on medium. Let's see. We can't demand any of that. But you are no longer friends with Cologne, Dauphine, or Brandenburg. You are going to give us all of your money. Or most of it. Any of it? Any at all. There we go. You'll give us 75 and you will not be friends with any of those people. So you will not be annoying. There we go. So now all we have to do is siege down Cologne. And Cologne is running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Not doing much of anything. We'll march all these guys back. See if we can pick off this 1K troop. Yeah, looks like he's gonna hold fast. That'll be just a rolling stack wipe. All right, sweet. That's what I'm talking about. Utrecht is self-sustaining, excellent. And then once we get this down, I don't think Cologne has any more. Unless he has some cheeky... Frederick Augustus is the new heir, and take a look at him. Outstanding. The succession is safe. We can embrace the institution, we shall. Lower technology costs. Our idea group can finish vassal contribution, and the finisher will be unjustified demands, which is good because we're about to make some unjustified demands. Utrecht is now a core. And we are almost ready here. Now, oh yeah, those are our cannons. Get the siege done, please. 99%. They have an army somewhere. There it is. Hey, Aragon, would you mind, getting rid of them? All right, we can send the rest of these guys on home. But once we get a 100% war score, they can't say no to anything. Oh, there's their whole army. Hey. Nice. You all head down here. Group up. What is your composition like? So we've got 21 in the front and 7 cannons. We'll be flanked just a little bit. We could use some cav. Get down here. Are you marching towards us? Get the 3-5 in charge. Come at me. Come at me, you silly sod. Maybe we can get there first? We're going to catch him. He's trying to turn around. Yeah, we've got the boost. Bad roll. Yeah, we really broke him there. Nice. We'll continue to keep on going. Oh, a free policy. The admin policy. Global tariffs and income from vassals. Booyah. Should be fine. All right, let's give chase. I know it's a long episode, but we are finishing this up nice and tidy. They have nowhere to go. They're absolutely broken. They're going to wheel around. We're going to take care of them. They're going to try to reinforce. There's the stack wipe. And you've got 2 there. Merida's self-sustaining. Here's another stack wipe. All right. So it's still 99%. Can we sue for peace? Annul treaties. Can't release nation. Cancel subject Brabant. And then we can pick him up in the actual war, I believe. Lüttich to Luxembourg, Upper Gelders to Luxembourg. That will make our vassal stronger and take Cologne down a touch. Transfer your trade power as well. End with Denmark. No, you won't do that. I mean, that should be fine. So you will no longer be in front of... Cologne gives their core to Luxembourg. Revoke cores on Den Haag. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll hang on 1 more month and get that complete. Because I don't see any more Cologne troops. We sieged down everything he had. Let's see if he agrees to the deal now. Sue for peace. Yeah, he'll agree to the deal now. So you release Brabant, so we can take him. You'll transfer your trade power. You will return cores to Luxembourg. Go. Nice. So Luxembourg grew a bit. Now Dauphine. So we can snatch up Brabant fairly easily now. Dauphine, sue for peace. Let's say Lyonnais. We're going to take that. And since you will cease to exist, we'll take all your money as well. So there we go. A good bit of peace dealing. But everything works out in the end. So we gain a vassal who is getting, decently powerful, I would say. Cologne is getting smaller. We're forcing him back to the inside. And everything should be awesome. Yeah, we're going there. Looks good. All right, so first things first, let's improve relationship with Cologne. And let's start fabricating. Let's see, do we already have a claim on you? I believe we do, actually. No, we don't. All right, we need to get that spy network going because I'm pretty sure that he'll try to pick something up. So if we can get a claim on that, all the better. All right, let's go ahead and work on cores. Lyonnais overextension. So we have the institution embraced. We have truces with all of those guys. But fairly good. We shrunk Cologne down pretty well. And everything is clever. Thank you, Aragon. All right, so we'll have to send some colonists to end the episode. We were working in this area here for the state of Porto, the Bear Estate. 3, 10, and 7. Send one to the 10. And is that all of our colonists? Fine, we'll send one there. And that's all of our colonists done. We have some rebels that may fire, the Dauphine separatists, but we've got people here ready to go and it's within range of a fort, so I'm not too worried. But that is going to do it for me in this episode of Europa Universalis. Ladies and gentlemen, feeling pretty good in the neighborhood. We've got 5K troops. Let's bring them on home. Yep. Awesome. Everything is coming up Millhouse. Great Britain is expanding, and now these little guys are going to fall to me. But that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next Europa Universalis video. Take care.